Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I want to talk about the two biggest mistakes that people make when doing keyword research. Each of these is kind of related to one another, so they go in unison, and that's why I'm addressing them as a pair. Why these two things that people do when they're researching keywords and they're deciding which keywords to target, why they end up doing these two things in particular. Now, number one, when people are doing research and trying to figure out which keywords that they want to target with their site, they might plug some keywords that they already have compiled into a free tool. What they're looking at, they might get some other keywords out of that. But what they end up doing is they're looking at the keywords that have the highest volume. The highest volume of search keywords aren't necessarily ones that are going to benefit you. And in fact, the more general the keyword, the more often than not, it's going to end up requiring an informational page, like a long article explaining what it is, what that concept is, like a Wikipedia basically, or a big long blog article saying like what is, and then plug in whatever the keyword is that you're trying to rank for. And most of the time, people are actually trying to rank for that keyword being the service that they offer, or it's a product or a service. Most often it's a service. So bear that in mind. If you're trying to rank on volume alone, a lot of time, that's what's going to happen. The second thing that people do when it comes to keywords is they're not looking at what Google wants to rank, or what I should say Google thinks that the user base is trying to find when they type in a specific keyword phrase. And it's not about what you want to have come up when you rank, but it's about what Google, when it runs the numbers among all the people who have ever searched that particular specific keyword, what are they trying to find? What are the odds? What is the greatest odds of what they're trying to find? And like I said, the shorter the keyword is, like if you just have your base keyword phrase, like 1 or 2 words, and you're trying to rank for that, most often it's going to be an informational article, though you might offer that service or something related to it. You got to add more words and make it a more long tail keyword most of the time to make it to fit to the page that you're trying to rank for your services. Now, it's not a bad idea to have resource pages, blog articles, these long informational things that clue people in, because you're still going to bring in traffic and you're going to build a content cluster around those keywords. You know, just having a site with just your services pages and no other information on it is really tough to rank. Nobody wants to link to it. They are more often going to link to a blog article or something like that, or an information page or a resource, than they are just like, here's Joe's service that he's selling. So keep those two things in mind when you're doing keyword research. Actually look at the search engine results page and see what is ranking there in present day, and then kind of write each result down, look at the page, and then write down what you think the search intent is. And what I mean by that, like what people are trying to find. Are they trying to find information? Are they trying to complete a task? And if so, what task are they trying to complete? With the general keywords, the ones with a big search volume, Google will usually throw like 6 results that are informational, maybe 3 that are service-based, maybe like 2 or something like that, and then maybe something else, you know, somebody's selling something around that. There'll usually be like 3 or 4 intents on that first page. But when you dial it down into something very specific and you have a longer tail keyword, it's going to be easier to rank that. Now, don't get discouraged that those numbers, at least as it shows up in SEMrush or Ahrefs or Ubersuggest or, you know, Moz or any of these other keyword tools, don't be discouraged by these low search volumes, because those are estimates and they're often inaccurate, and you'll often get more traffic than that. Maybe you might get around that amount if you're ranking at the very tippy top or near the top, like 1 or 2. Keep in mind what you're trying to do, and if you have time to build out extra content for your site, that's always a good idea. Those are the 2 things I wanted to talk about when it comes to keyword research. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockedown Design and SEO, And you can find me about once a week here on this channel here. So I would love it if you subscribe. You can also find me at my website, which is lockdownseo.com. That's all I have for now. And leave a comment below if you have a question. And until next time, peace.